Breakfast might be the most overrated meal of the day. For decades, we've been told something that almost everyone believes. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Parents repeat it to children. Doctors say it. Teachers encourage it. But what if that statement was never about health? What if it was actually created to sell food? Because the truth might surprise you. The idea that breakfast is essential for survival did not begin in a hospital. It began in a marketing office. And once you understand what actually happens inside your body in the morning, you may start to see breakfast very differently. Tomorrow morning, try something unusual. Wake up, drink water, and skip breakfast. No cereal, no bread, no oats, nothing. Most people would panic at that idea because we've all heard the same sentence our entire lives. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Parents say it. Teachers repeat it. Doctors sometimes recommend it. But almost nobody asks the most important question. Where did that belief actually come from? Was it discovered by scientists studying the human body? Or was it created somewhere else entirely? Because the truth behind breakfast might surprise you. And once you understand what your body actually does in the morning, you may start looking at breakfast very differently. The belief everyone accepts. Today, breakfast feels like a rule. Wake up, eat immediately. If you skip it, something must be wrong. People assume their metabolism will slow down. Their energy will collapse. Their brain will stop working. But the human body existed for thousands of years before breakfast cereals ever appeared. Early humans did not wake up to a bowl of processed grains. They woke up and started their day. Sometimes they worked for hours before food appeared. Yet they survived. They hunted. They built. They explored. So clearly the human body can function without immediate food, which raises an important question. How did breakfast become so mandatory? The rise of the breakfast industry. The answer begins in the early 1900s. This was the era when large food corporations began producing packaged foods in massive quantities. Cereals, oats, grain products, bread. Companies like General Mills needed a way to sell these products every single day. But there was a challenge. People did not naturally eat cereal every morning. So something powerful had to be created. A belief, a habit, a cultural rule. And that rule became one of the most famous nutrition slogans ever created. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The power of marketing. This message did not spread accidentally. Advertising campaigns repeated it everywhere. Magazines, newspapers, radio, schools. Eventually, it became part of everyday thinking. A marketing idea slowly transformed into a health belief. And one of the pioneers behind modern persuasion techniques was a man named Edward Bernays. Bernays understood something about human psychology. If you repeat a message often enough, people eventually accept it as truth, even if it started as marketing. But what does your body actually do? Now here's where things become interesting, because while people sleep, their bodies are already preparing them for the day. Around 4 a.m., something remarkable begins happening. Your body releases a group of hormones known as counter-regulatory hormones. These hormones work against insulin. Their job is to increase blood sugar levels. They make sure your brain and body have energy before you even wake up. 4 major hormones are involved: glucagon, adrenaline, cortisol, and growth hormone. Together, these hormones trigger something scientists call the dawn phenomenon. Your body feeds itself. The dawn phenomenon is essentially your body preparing fuel. Glucagon tells the liver to release stored glucose. Adrenaline wakes up the brain and nervous system. Cortisol helps regulate energy and alertness. Growth hormone prepares muscles and supports fat metabolism. All of this happens before you eat anything. Your body is literally supplying its own energy, which explains something many people experience. They wake up and they're not hungry. That's not a mistake. That's biology.
So the next time someone says skipping breakfast will destroy your metabolism, remember this. Hours before you woke up, your body had already started fueling itself. Hormones were rising. Energy was being released. Your brain was preparing for the day, all without a bowl of cereal. Because the human body is not stupid.